What is up, people? Happy Monday. As you can tell, I've not long woke up, so I've been doing a bit of editing, and I've just gone and made myself a coffee, and I plan on doing some more editing. So I'm going to take you through what is going to be a full day of eating. I'm really focusing on being a high protein at the moment, so that is going to be the goal today. I am finishing up my calorie deficit, so we're just in the end. I am £3 off what I want my end weight to be, which is great. I'm undecided at the moment whether I slog it out and just carry it on to get to the goal weight, which I imagine would be maybe 2 weeks or so, or I finish up, give myself a break because I've been on it for a long time, and then kind of restart in the new year. At the minute, I'm still in a mild deficit, but I'm considering going back up to maintenance for a bit of sanity, really. So yeah, it's got my coffee. I am undecided. I'm going to kind of sit and consider what I want to do, and we're going to go from there. I'm going to do some editing. This is going to be the first thing I've had today, and then we're going to get breakfast, and then we're going to try some push. So let's go. Oh, that is needed. Alright, so it's time for my first meal, which is breakfast. I'm going to show you it, and then I'll break it down for you. So, this is Faya, I think I'm pronouncing that right. It's a type of skyr yogurt, I think. I've got 47 grams of granola and honey. So, this breaks down to 347 calories total, 31 grams of protein, 6 grams of fat, and 39 grams of carbs. And I will show you there. I don't know if you can see that because of the reflection. So this is a good start to the day. It's high protein, very low in fat, moderate carbs, as I will be training in a bit, so I need those carbs. And it tastes good. I usually have some frozen blueberries with it as well, but I have none, so I'm working with what I've got. Coco's had her breakfast too, so I'm going to eat, and then we're going to train. Holy shit, that sun is bright. So let's have a taste test. I haven't had the Faya yogurt in a while, so let's see if it's good as I remember. That is so good. It's a little bit more pricey than the others. I usually get it when it's on offer, but it's so smooth, it's creamy, and it just tastes a lot better than some of the other skyr yogurts. I think it's classed as a skyr, I'm not entirely sure. It's so good. Do you know the one thing that has got me through this cut, even when I'm not on a cut, the one thing I really enjoy, and it really helps if I'm craving, I fear this may just be me, I love watching videos of people eat. That sounds really weird saying it out loud, but like on TikTok, it's usually like people trying unusual foods and stuff. I see a lot of them at the moment. I think it's a trend with like the pastries that look like fruit that are ridiculously overpriced. I love watching anything like that. Helps if I'm craving, and if I'm on a really big cut like I have been, I love just watching it. It just, I don't know, it helps, and I don't know, might help you guys too. But yeah, I really enjoy watching it. I enjoy watching people try unusual foods as well, or snacks, and the food challenges as well. You know, you've got, I think it's Eric Electric, Beard Meets Food. Those are two of my big ones I enjoy watching. Yeah, I love a good calorie challenge as well, or food challenge. So yeah, that helps. Maybe if you struggle, try it. It's weird, but it works. And we are in the gym. I've got push today, so I'm currently messing around with my splits currently. I've been running kind of upper lower for the last 6 to 8 weeks. I think it's probably been about 8 weeks, just to see what I respond better to. Because I'm not sure how I want to proceed yet. So now I'm going back to a split I did previously, which is push, posterior, pull, legs. I blew up on this and I want to do it again. So obviously I've made a couple of tweaks to fit my current routine. Let's push. So I'm starting off with just some resistance band lateral raises just to try and prioritise warming up my shoulders properly, because I am shit at warming up, and I think that's where a lot of the problem lies with this thoracic outlet syndrome. Is I'm so excited just to get into kind of lifting heavy, I really neglect everything else, and we can't do that. This isn't anything fancy. Alright, so last week we hit 75 for 4. Ideally, this week, I don't know how I'm feeling.
I want to at least get one more rep, so maybe 5. Let's see how the warm-up feels before I make any rash decisions. Right, so I've switched the weights. So these are 25s aside now. They're fucking hard to carry as a woman with very small hands. So this is 70. 60 felt pretty good. So yeah, let's see where I get with this. God damn. Right, so I'm going to show you. That's 25 and a 2.5. So if you do the math, that's going to be 75. I got 75 for 4 last week, so I'm going to aim for 5. Obviously, when you think of hypertrophy, a lot of people think 10 to 12 reps. With this, there's no need to go that high. Obviously, primarily coming from a powerlifting background, I don't need to go that high. Obviously, for accessory work, some things it's great, but with this, I'm just going to fatigue myself out, and there's no need to kind of tank my strength before we even got started. So the most I will ever go to on reps usually is around, I'd say probably 6, maybe 7. Again, a lot of it is going to come down to goals. If your goal is just to lift heavy weight, you don't need to. And that's why primarily a lot of powerlifters don't look that jacked, because they don't do a lot of hypertrophy. Obviously, if you go for more the power building side of things and you do accessories in your hypertrophy and you do your accessories in the hypertrophy range, then yeah, that's when that comes and starting to play for a bit. But with things like this and squat and deadlift, I just don't go heavy. One, because it fries your CNS, it tanks your strength. And I just don't think there's any need to. There's no need to go for high reps. So yeah, especially when you're going heavy. Oh, hopefully we get the 5. 70 felt okay. So kind of in point, kind of 2.5 side is a biscuit, so it shouldn't make too much of a difference. I have only had 1 meal, which you guys saw, so this could go either way. And I've wore Crocs, and they're not exactly the most grippy of things when it comes to kind of having to use leg drive, which is my own fault really, I should know better. But either way, let's see if I've got this. Ah! One more. Yes! Alright, that's progress. 1 rep up is still progress from last week. Honestly, I kind of shot myself in the foot there. I rushed my setup a little and I didn't kind of cater my breathing properly. So you probably heard me breathing and I really didn't engage when I should have. So I was kind of having to fix it mid-rep, which isn't ideal. So obviously your setup determines how you're going to execute your lift and how you're going to finish. If you rush your setup, you're going to have a sloppy, execution, sloppy finish. And nobody wants sloppy, really. That was a good set. I've got 1 more set to do, but I kind of want to touch on just what I was saying. So let's get this off for a minute. So on your setup, again, like I said, you can get away with it a little bit more when you're on lighter weights. But as soon as you start moving heavier weights or weights you've not touched before, so if it's a PB and your body's not used to it, your CNS isn't used to it, if you slack out on your setup and then your execution goes shit, you're going to finish shit, you're more likely to injure yourself. And that's what we don't want. We want to live safely. So you will see, I'm pretty slow with my setup because I'm very conscious I don't want to injure myself. The big thing you want to do is when you before you unrack the bar, you want to ensure you've got the bar where you want it, over it's usually around eye line. You've got your grip where you want it. This is where then I would kind of decompress my scapula, push your shoulders down and back, and make sure your scapula is nice and tight and stable, because when you're like this, if the bar's uneven or anything, this is less likely to make you drop it or fall, and it's just a more stable position. You will also see when I've got my scapula set and I've got the bar and I start to pick it up and I've got my legs where I want them to be, my feet, I lift my bum up. This is okay, especially in powerlifting competitions on your setup. But when you're executing the movement, so I lift my bum up when I bring the bar, when I unwrap the bar and I've got it where I want to, then you will see me lower my bum until my glutes are just touching the bench. That is okay and accepted in powerlifting standards. If you're not a powerlifter and you're not competing, it probably really doesn't do what you want. I see a lot of people with their bum up. It's not really a rep, but you know, it is what it is. But that's going to help you stay more stable, and it helps when unracking heavier loads as well. Try it, give it a go. And then from here, and when I've lowered my bum and I'm more stable, you're going to engage. So when I say engage, you know, a lot of people say breathe in. You're not breathing in, you want to fill your tank. So think of this here. This is your tank, your abdomen, your core, it's your tank. This is your, think of it like your body's seatbelt. This is what's going to keep you stable. So what I say when I say fill the tank is you're going to breathe in, but you're also pushing out. And you want to think about filling your stomach, your abdomen with air, and almost think like you've got a belt on. And you're really trying to push and brace against that belt. That is what you want to do. So you're going to unrack. You're really going to fill your tank. Again, that is your seatbelt there. That's going to keep you stable and help with leg drive. And that's when you're going to lower, and that's when you explode. If you're going for 1 rep max, a lot of people tend to hold their breath. I don't really advise doing that, because personally for me, because of having heart problems, it can make me very dizzy. But again, some people do. But if you're not going to, if you don't want to hold your breath, if you're going for more reps maybe, is you're going to fill your tank, and then when you come down, people then explode, breathe out. At the top, you're going to reset, explode, and that's what you're going to keep doing. You're going to keep resetting and exploding like that. So that is an ideal kind of setup, execution, and finish for your bench. That is, you just got to put it into practice as well. It's going to seem very weird when you first do it, but when you've got your legs set up and you can execute your leg drive better, it all starts to fall into place. This is 40 kilogram. Ideally, I would like maybe 8. I am fucked now. Are we going to get it? I don't know, but we're going to try. Oh. Oh. 6. I got 8. So going to do some seated lateral raises. I've switched to seated because 1, it's what I used to do before, and 2, it makes it a little bit harder because, well, it makes it harder, but also it can make it easier. So for beginners, seated might be a little bit easier if you haven't got the core strength and you struggle with stability. But on the flip side of that is you can't use momentum as the weight increases. So as the weight increases, you cannot swing. You are here and you've got to really use your delts for it. So it can make it easier, but also as you progress, it can make it harder. So it depends how you look at it. Oh. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, we're doing some resistance band clavicular fly. So this is cuffed. Ideally, I used to do this seated on a cable. I have neither of them at the moment until we upgrade. So I'm working with what I've got. Done a couple of warm-up sets, feels really good. Ideally, you can do this resistance band as long as you've got some cuffs. Down the bottom, you're going to put the cuffs around here. It's a bitch to get into, but it feels good. So I'm going to just step out. Oh, I can feel the resistance now. And we're going to squeeze. 6, 7. Oh, 10. 12. Oh. So ideally, you want to be feeling it here. Feels good. It's awkward to get into. Ideally, would be better with cable, but I'm working with what I got at the minute, and it feels good. I'm not going to moan. 12, 13, 6, 7. Come on, don't be a little bitch. One more. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so it's 2:45 in the afternoon and I'm only just sitting down for my second meal post-workout. So I have, hopefully this doesn't fall, I've got 2 pieces of chocolate and I think it's fudge sourdough from Sainsbury's. If you've got a sweet tooth, it's really, really nice. That equates to 100 grams, so it's 50 grams per slice with some butter. So I'm just going to get that down me because I'm starving, and I have protein shake. So that is 410 millilitres of semi-skim milk, a scoop of Naughty Boy caramel biscuit white chocolate protein, and a small banana. So that equates to, with the sourdough, butter and the protein smoothie slash shake, it equates to 770 calories, 47 grams of protein, 27 grams of fat and 87 grams of carbs. And it is all on there, but I will put it on the screen for you as well. Let's have a taste test. This is honestly, I wasn't sure. I've seen people try it on TikTok, but it's low calorie for what it is. If you've got a sweet tooth or you get cravings, this is it. It hits the spot. It really does. I'm not sure what else you pair with it. I've had it with butter, like I have today. I've had it with honey instead of butter, which is really nice. Usually with sourdough, I'll have like eggs or something with it. I don't think eggs would really pair well with this. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Honestly, so good. Second piece, it just fell apart. Oh, honestly, the insides are like melting. This shit is so good. Protein shake time. So I had like a massive tub of it's the Naughty Boy flavour. Usually their flavours hit, but it's like the big, like I think it's like 1.5 kilogram tub or something. I've had it for fucking months and I'm just like flavour fatigued. I'm having to like force it down now. I've got a couple scoops left, so that's why I'm throwing a banana in. Plus it's good to get your fruit in. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough out here having it with things now. Serious flavour fatigue. But tastes good with banana, so I'm gonna get this down me and have a shower and go and do some shopping, and I will see you for my next meal. Alright people, we are in the car braving this horrible weather. So I'm just going to Sainsbury's just to do a small food shop. We are not living in the house yet,
I can't really bulk buy things, or buy for the week, so to speak. I can buy little things, but I can't bulk buy things, so I'm having to kind of go every other kind of day, which isn't a problem at the moment. It is what it is. I'm just going over now to get some things to cover for the next couple of days, including Coco's food and our food for tonight. I'm unsure of what I'm going to do for us yet. Jordan's at work till 10. I'm fancying some sort of chicken. That's as exciting as it gets at the minute. But we had a really nice, I think it was like a Korean inspired chicken last week, so I might do that again. I think that's going to be the plan. Weather's absolutely vile, so I'm trying to get everything done before it starts raining again. That includes taking the dog out for a walk as well. I've woke up ill, so I'm struggling to swallow, and if my voice sounds deep and I'm talking like a man, that is why. It's not always like this. The thing is, at the moment, I'm getting a lot of food fatigue because I'm eating a lot of the same thing and I get bored very easily, so I'm trying to keep things exciting. I can't obviously do a lot of prepping or, very hard recipes at the moment because I haven't got the space until we move in. Just enough to keep us going and to hit my goals and Jordan's goals just until we move into the house, really. So it is what it is. Hopefully I'll get this parking. Boom, look at that. And I didn't even have to use my reverse camera. Let's go and get some food. And it is 26 minutes past 5 in the evening. I won't be eating until late tonight, so we are having teriyaki chicken thighs and sticky rice with some broccoli. It's good. I'm not very, very hungry, but I'm snackish and I don't want to start snacking on shit. So I'm kind of just coming out of my calorie deficit at the moment and slowly into maintenance. So I'm still kind of in calorie deficit levels of I'm tapering up like 100 so a week. I'm being very, very careful. I haven't actually decided what I want to do. Slowly losing, maintaining at the moment. I need to make my mind up on what I want to do, whether I want a final push before Christmas or have a break over Christmas and then do it in January. But I'm probably going to get it done before Christmas. Anyway, I'm having chicken noodles, or for you guys anywhere else in the world, because I think it's just England that Brits that like to call them noodles, it's ramen. Or ramen. Ramen? I think. Ramen? Ramen. I am feeling very unwell. But it's a cutting hack. So the ones I have, it's just instant ramen, chicken flavoured with seasoning. It's under 100 calories for the bowl. And they taste so good. So I've got to be careful here because the actual thing is fucking hot still. But this is what it looks like. I've let it sit for a bit. So it's literally just chicken noodles. It is what it is. Or ramen. So I'm going to eat this, do a bit of editing. I'm probably going to watch a bit of queso as well. I'm going to try and relax. I feel very unwell. My throat is hurting a lot. The only thing you've got to watch with these guys is they are low in calories, but they are quite high in salt, so the sodium levels. If you're eating loads of them, which I don't advise anyway, you're going to see obviously a scale weight change because of the water retention, because the salt content is quite high. But as a one-off, they're good, they're quick, they're easy, and it's going to take me over without me eating loads of crap until food tonight. Honestly, so good. I'm going to finish these and I'll see you for tea tonight. Right, it is 9:40 and I am cooking food for me and Jordan. I'm craving something, but I'm not craving food. So I'm having a pink lemonade, 7-Up, 0 sugar. These are my kind of fix at the moment. Like, can of pop. It's like a fridge cigarette, as I like to call it. It's kind of when you're craving something but you don't know what you fancy. Or if you are craving like something sweet or like naughty foods, and I hate that term, this is usually going to help. So this is what I'm going to have. It's far too late at night to have an energy drink, so this is what it is. Here's a fact for you. I hate frozen veg. I will always go fresh if I can, but for storage and convenience and money, frozen is a lot better, and it does lock in nutrients as well. A lot of people will tell you that. If you don't want your frozen veg to taste like ass, this is what you do. You start off by boiling your veg. Now, I usually go over the cooking time because I do not like hard veg. I don't like it hard, it tastes vile. I like it soft and tender. So I'm going to boil, and then what we're going to do is we're going to sear in the pan. So we're going to whack that on to a medium-ish heat, and then what we're going to add is this. We're going to add some garlic and Himalayan salt. If you haven't got Himalayan salt, you can use normal salt, but I just prefer Himalayan salt. A lot of people don't like veg because when it's cooked and it's just you just cook it to how it is, it tastes like shit. I don't think a lot of people know how to season and cook it. But you don't have to have shit veg. Next time you do your broccoli, add a bit of garlic, sear it in the pan. Tell me it doesn't taste nice. Tell me that does not look amazing. That is teriyaki style chicken thighs. Oh my god. So I'm going to show you the finished product. This is what we are working with. So we have sticky rice, because that's what we both prefer. We have the pimped out broccoli and teriyaki chicken thighs. I'm going to wait for Jordan. He should be back any minute. And I'm going to eat this. And then we are going to head to bed. I will put my total calories and macros on the screen. If you can hear squeaking, that's Coco because she's caught a scent of my chicken. But thank you for watching. I think I'm going to do another full day of eating soon. But I'm going to do a weird food. So that's going to be interesting. So yeah, thank you for watching if you've got this far. Please like, subscribe and comment if you haven't already. And I'll see you tomorrow. We have Posterior.